now, so, he should get paid. So that's part of the way the bank set it up. I think the bank said that in their letter, that they wanted to pay the people as soon as the work got done. You're still looking at holding a unit that's worth over $100,000 for the city that can't be released until all this work is done.
Yes.
We're
Unfortunately-
gonna hold one unit that is not complete, and it's worth $100,000?
Well, the units are worth $179,000.
But
That's what what selling the units. And one of the reasons was, I don't know who mentioned it, but they said 2 of the units you could sell. 2 of the units are rented and people are living in them, so you can't just throw them out of the place and sell them. So we want 1 unit to get released so we can sell that unit to work with the monies that, for the last unit to get this project done.
So the proceeds you'd get from the 1 unit to release, would that go to the bank or go toward fixing the other unit or both?
It goes both.
Okay.
And the understanding I made with the bank was this is how we were gonna do it. And the bank wanted that 1 unit released, but the mistake was made when they
I
typed up.
understand that. So when it came in to begin with, the idea was, right, I got you.
Okay, so you would do the planters, then come to us and ask for the release of that 15,000 plus the 3,000.
I don't know how that works.
It has to come to the planning board, it can't be done by staff.
I don't know.
They make a recommendation for us to release it.
So I don't know, 'cause
Also, we'd have to look at each one.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the way that would work, either way, I think I would be comfortable knowing that we would be seeing this coming before us, seeing the progress with each stage. So I think either way, I feel comfortable. We know that progression is taking place. So in 2 weeks, if the planters are in, and then they're looking for release, we're gonna have a report, recommendation from the engineers department or DPD. We'll know that's been done. And then that takes us on to the next stage. I mean, again, the biggest concern and the biggest cost item appears to be honest with you, is the trees, because that's just the cost of the trees and not the planting of the trees, if the city had to go ahead and pay for that. I think everything else is pretty much in line. I think either way, I think given the first scenario, if in fact the applicant doesn't come looking for advances, we're ahead. If in fact we get a positive recommendation from the engineering department and DPD to make a release based on work that's been completed, I think that's fine as well. I guess what I would like to still do is make the release conditional upon the first item that's going to be done, which if it's the planners, then, and does the weather have an effect on that? I mean, be able to do
not
that?
really. We just, we can start that right away.
Sure. I mean, that shows a real good faith effort of the work commencing, release the 1 unit, keeping the remaining unit, and then if at some point there is an issue, again, if they don't complete it, the issue is here, if they don't complete it. Well, if they don't complete it, we are holding more money than is needed. That's the issue. If they don't complete it, if the work stops, then we're still holding, I think, yeah. Again, I would make a motion that we would agree to release the 1 unit, put that in some form of a motion, after the completion of the planters. And then all subsequent, just to clarify, all subsequent bond releases would be approved by the planning board.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Chair votes yes. Any opposition? Okay, so the motion's approved.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck, you get to work.
Yeah.
Wish you
As
well.
long as this keeps coming back, but
Yeah. Okay, moving along, we have any notices from budding towns or anything from DPD staff?
No.
No, that's a good thing. Anybody else have any further comments? I know we don't have any ZBA notices tonight, do we? I didn't see it in my packet. Unless it was buried in with engineering.
Actually, no, there's nothing for tonight.
Unless it was in engineering, then it
We
might
have
be.
something, right, yeah, it might be swallowed up. We have something to hand out for you for the next meeting, though.
All right.
Same on the postage.
the Historic Board newsletter will be published this week,
Okay.
the spring issue of that,
Okay.
full of all kinds of interesting stuff about Lowell.
Oh, yeah, this is the site plan of the zoning that we did.
Oh, yeah.
Did that go before council get approved? Do we know?
I'm sorry, I was taking, was writing
I
down.
said on the zoning, was that approved by the city council?
Not yet, that's on tomorrow night.
Okay,
All right.
okay. So this is all on that project, then,
For the
okay?
18th?
Okay.
Right, yes, so the planning board review of the site plan and special permit is for March 18th.
Along with the, master plan, right?
Correct, we have there was a notice for the public hearing on the master plan, and we basically have all the final draft finished. It's just right now getting the final touch-ups with our, I'm totally escaping, graphic designer, thank you very much. Graphic designer is finishing up the final touch-ups on the layout, and we hope to have it sent to the printer later this week or early next week.
Aaron, on a zoning change like this one on Bridge Street, did they, what's the order? City council vote, city council zoning and neighborhood subcommittee, and planning board. What order did those go in?
So there doesn't necessarily need to be a subcommittee meeting or vote taken involved with the zoning change. It's planning board, public hearing makes their recommendation, which you've done. It's then issued to the city council, who holds a public hearing to then make the change.
And it's at that time that the city council decides whether or not to send it to the subcommittee?
Yes.
If they want a subcommittee.
If they want.
If they want.
They want to, but, right.
But the application starts at the council before they send it to the law department formally,
yeah.
then formally send it to us, then a public hearing for us, public hearing back to them. right?
Correct.
But it has to start with the council before it gets to us.
That's right, right,
Right.
yeah, exactly. As far as public hearings, the first public hearing is with the planning board, but yes, it starts at the
The
council.
application has to start with the
Yeah.
city council before it can get referred to us, right?
And I think typically, my understanding is if there is any subcommittee meeting or hearing relative to a zoning change, it's at the city council public hearing following the planning board, that would be scheduled.
Right. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Was this ZBA for tonight or next meeting? ZBA notice we got, is that for consideration tonight? Or is it for next time?
I think it's for next time.
Okay, just didn't know if I was reading it now.
Yes, that's next time, sorry.
Aaron, what about the,
On Central Street?
Oh, all right, that's it.
Right.
the Roger Street issue? You're gonna come back with some feedback on that? We expect to see that, sometime soon?
We were honestly shooting for the 18th,
that's
but
in there. It's in there.
it might be a little longer than that.
The 18th of March?
Of this March, it's probably into April is what we're looking at now.
Okay.
Just, these last couple projects have been taking up a lot of our capacity. It's not a specific issue, this was an item that was brought up by Mr. Gendron
That's interesting.
as a part of a larger kind of zoning amendment for Roger Street, looking at roughly from Phoenix Ave at the southern boundary heading north along Rogers to, I guess,
Berkeley.
basically at the corner of Shed Park. In looking at potential other zoning districts, right now it's regional retail, it's a very vehicular kind of zoning district. And what was asked of us was to kind of look at what are the options and potentially what would be the process for a new zoning district or a different type of zoning district that might be a transitional zoning district from a regional retail to a more kind of traditional neighborhood kind of district as we have now. Because right now the zoning district is, or that area I should say, is half regional retail, and then a portion of it, there's about maybe 7 or 8 parcels that are traditional mixed use. And it's a pretty abrupt change in terms of building typology and requirements, And there's a number of parcels of particular interest that are smaller grained, right adjacent to a residential district, getting up into Belvedere, that it might be worth considering looking at that as either a traditional mixed-use district or a new, like I said, a new transitional zone, that would create new standards. And I think one of the central elements then, correct me if I'm wrong on this, is drive-throughs and whether or not drive-through is allowed.
Bob, some of this started when, you know, when that Dillian's roast beef is there on the corner there?
Oh, that Taco
They wanted to
Bell.
come in and put a Taco Bell in there at one time. And, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it
Well,
was.
Lefty's was there, and then it was further over to the right where the little plaza was, because Lefty started there, then it moved.
The 18th, it's.
Yeah, but I mean, so what
Definitely
happened was with Taco Bell, the problem here with Taco Bell was, they were gonna bring all their service trucks, not down 38, they're gonna come down Clark Road, go down, go down, Andover Street, to Nesmith Street, take a left and come back all the way around that way, instead of coming down 38.
That was, I forget the reason for that,
Yeah.
but that's right.
They said, we're not gonna come 38. We have a hard time cutting into the site, so we're gonna come by way of Andover Street to Nesmith, to Rogers, and then pull in. And that didn't, yeah, well, that was the bottom line. So then the neighbors had questions about that zone, because, you know, they had the Dunkin' Donuts with the, thing there, and then the proposal across the street where that Citgo gas station is, they come in and they wanted Dunkin' Donuts as well. And then what happened on that project is basically it, got approved, and then the applicant didn't want to do it because it cost too much money. So that never got approved. So the question, a lot of it came up to be the queuing and how, when you come up from, you know, Douglas Road, how you get to where, Hogan Tire is, and to that place on the right there, the little strip mall, before you get to Citgo Station, how it goes from the 2 lanes down to the 1, and all the businesses on that zone. So there's a question about whether that zone should change to accommodate people. Then the question was, how would it affect the businesses? How would it affect the, you know, neighborhood people, because it's a mixed use per se, you know, from there all the way up.
Right at that site, yeah.
By the planning board?
Basically, it was some of the people who spoke against the Taco Bell.
Belvedere neighborhood group, you know, they kind of got galvanized behind the issue after the Taco Bell discussion.
Yeah, so
And
it
they're
started
looking
with
to see if they can make that zone more appropriate for what's there, basically.
Yeah.
Given the fact that it's so tight to the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
getting tight, yeah.
It's wrong.
But it's, you know, because it's touched the mixed use, you know, so. And a lot of it, like, you know, on that 38, it's a state road, we had that issue with Market Basket, Hannaford, and all that stuff, because being a state road too, you know? 'Cause
Mr. Chairman, are you looking for a motion to adjourn?
I'm ready. You just asked the question, fill
So
them in.
moved.
Hey, I was quick on Middlesex Street, I spoke for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Was it? I spoke
That's
3.
unusual.
3 minutes, that was done.
Did I hear a second?
I courageously second the motion.
Okay, we're adjourned. Good night. Thank you, everyone.
Let's go.